Welcome back, everybody. I recently stopped at a garage sale in my area, something I don't do very often because most of them are kids' clothes. But this was an older couple that was downsizing. They had some old power tools, very little for hand tools. The only thing I saw there worth picking up was this box. They were asking 25. I just paid the 25 because there was one tool in here I thought was worth 25. The box itself is a Buddy, my Buddy, Louisville, Kentucky. Pretty beat up. I don't really put any value in the box. I'll probably just donate it or give it away or whatever. So let's take a look to see what we got in here. First item here is a Stanley, I believe. I think the number says 60 and a half, if I'm reading that correctly. It's made by Stanley. Still in pretty good shape. Could use a little tune-up, I'm sure. Somebody's replaced that front knob, but otherwise, not a bad little plane. Next up is this alligator wrench. I don't come across too many of these. I see a name there that says Hawkeye. And I see another name there that says Marshalltown. I'm not sure I've had one like this that has that thread cleaner on the middle of the handle. I can't completely make them out, but I do see that it has sizes there. I think this is 5/16. I think that says 1/2 inch, and I can't make out that bottom one. Pretty neat piece. I'll likely clean this up and keep it. Next out of the box we have this Greenlee conduit punch, knockout punch. This looks like an older one. Looks like it's 1 1/4. Has both ends, but no bolt that I see on the top of the box. Next up, this random pulley out of the box. I'd say it's about 4 inches. Something good to keep around. Next I see this drill chuck. Not sure what it's from. I don't see any sort of branding or any sort of name on it. There's also a mousetrap in there. I don't know if that's to catch the mice going in the box or just being stored in the box. Some sort of random cable splitter, coaxial cable splitter. Got an old propane torch tip here. Turner LP5. End's a little bent up, but I'm sure it still works. There is this Zycron stud finder. Oh, battery's still, well, still makes it light up. I don't know if it's still good, but looks like we have some sort of Taiwan or Chinese multi-bit screwdriver. The Rescue 9-in-1. Clever. Oh, this is an MIT brand. I believe MIT has become Tecton. So that one, I think, should be guaranteed for life. Next up we have this Miller's Falls. So it has a patent number. I'm thinking that says 1890. And it's obviously a level. Let's see the bubble still in there. Can't hardly see it through the top. It looks like it's for machinists. And looks like something you put on the bed of a lathe. Cool little piece though. I think I'll clean that one up and keep it around. Alright, we got a screw stuck to this one, so it's obviously magnetic. This is an old Craftsman USA, I believe. Multi-bit screwdriver. It's got the cap with the extra storage in there. No bits. I don't actually see a country listed on it, but I'm pretty sure that's USA. Got some random little paintbrush in there. Those always come in handy. Next up there's a spark plug gapper, I believe this would be. I know it has some printing on it right there. I can't make it out. It's got too much corrosion on it, but not enough that I don't think I can make it usable again. Then finishing off the top, there's 2 of these hole saws in there. Well, part of a hole saw. And the last one in there, I think, is maybe made for cutting glass or tile or concrete. Moving on to the bottom, Malco Side Swiper 2 siding removal tool. I don't think I have one of those, but I will keep it. I do have vinyl siding on my home. Next up is a buffing wheel. It looks like it would go in a drill. I'm guessing you could also take this attachment out of there and put it onto a grinder slash buffer. Continuing with the random tools in this box, there is a squeegee in here. This one's actually made in the USA, and I will likely keep that around because once in a while when you clean windows, it's good to have a squeegee. This next one is the reason why I bought the box. Well, not the sole reason, but the majority of the reason. It is a Craftsman 3/8 drive flex head ratchet. This is made in the USA, of course. Got the hourglass shifter. So $25 for the box. To me, this ratchet is worth $25, probably even a little bit more. Next is this sort of a cheap feeling F wrench or monkey wrench or adjustable wrench. I don't see any markings on it. Very cheap feeling, but it is very thin, so it might have a purpose in a tight area. Pulled all the screwdrivers out at once. First one here is an Exolite number 2 Phillips, and it also had an Exolite flat tip screwdriver in there. I really like these old transparent handles. Just think they look cool. It also had a flat tip, looks like a foreign made screwdriver. At first I thought this was a screwdriver. This is a Stanley. That'll focus on there. But actually, I don't know the proper term for this screwdriver. I don't know if it's a screw starter, but obviously that would cut threads for a screw. And last of the screwdrivers in there is a number 1, very worn Craftsman. Next out of the box is this roller. I believe this would be used for lamination, so this is definitely something I will keep around. I don't have one, and there likely will be a day where I need it. There is a bunch of hex wrenches in here, Allen wrenches. I'm just going to leave those in there. I'm going to leave the miscellaneous junk in here. Alright, next up we have a SK Wayne 19mm combination wrench. There's a SK 1/2 inch by 9/16 flare nut wrench. Next up is this old Mac 7/16. I see a stamp there of C4. That must be the part number, I'm guessing. Now this, I believe, is before they start stamping them Sabina, Ohio. My best guess is this is about as old as it gets for Mac. I could be totally wrong. I'm not sure what year they go back to, but this is definitely an old wrench. And outside of the miscellaneous junk in the bottom, this is the last piece out of this box. It's a SK 14mm combination wrench. And if we don't take the junk out of the bottom of the box, the last thing in there is this SK 14mm combination wrench. And that's everything out of the box. Like I said, I think that ratchet is worth what I paid for the box. There's a few other good miscellaneous items in here as well. But that's going to be all for this one. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.